Hello everybody, this is Douglas Fontini and we're going to continue our studies on the CCNP questions on the section Do I Know This Already of the certification guide. This is the Encor 350-401. We're now in chapter 6. We're going to answer some questions, okay, and give a little explanation on them. I hope you like this video and let's take a look at this. Question number 1. Which of the following routing protocols is classified as an EGP? So it is Exterior Gateway Protocol. If you studied for CCNA or if you have your CCNA, you know that this RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, ISIS are all internal gateway protocols, but only BGP here is an external gateway protocol. So this is the correct answer for the first question. So what you have to do when you're going to answer these questions, it is to eliminate the ones you think are wrong, and what's gonna rest, it is the correct answer. So let's do this. BGP, a border gateway protocol, is an external gateway protocol used to make communication between different autonomous systems. So different companies, for example, communicating with each other, for example. Question, okay, explanation. BGP is the only exterior gateway protocol listed here. So if you look, BGP is the only on the list. Okay, very good. Let's continue to the second question. Which of the following routing protocols are classified as internal gateway protocols? Choose all that apply. So this is the opposite of the other question we just saw. So RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, ISIS are all internal gateway protocols. So now they are all correct answers in this case, but not BGP, okay? Because BGP is an exterior gateway protocol, as we just have seen. And all of these internal gateway protocols are used within the autonomous systems inside of the company. Inside of the company you work, for example, they probably are using an interior gateway protocol and probably one of these ones. Okay. Explanation number 2. So RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, and ISIS are all classified as interior gateway protocols. Okay, so all that applied is A, B, C, and D, all correct answers as we have seen. So RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, and ISIS. Very good. Let's continue to number 3. A path vector routing protocol finds the best loop-free path by using, take a look, it is a path vector. So it is not a hop count. Hop count is for the distance vector. Okay, bandwidth and delay is for EIGRP, for example. As you know, it is a distance vector too, but it is a hybrid distance vector, as everybody calls it and everybody knows. And this is for OSPF, for example, the interface cost. But path attributes is exactly for path vector. Okay, so you eliminate the wrong answers and you're gonna take the correct one here. And it is going to use matrix or some things like such as local preference and other things covered in chapter 11. We are going to study more about the path vector protocol like BGP in chapter 11. I hope you guys are catching up with me there. Okay, well, let's continue. BGP is a path vector routing protocol that selects the best path based on path attributes such as MED or MED, local preference, and AS path length. Very good. Question number 4. A distance vector routing protocol finds the best loop-free path by using, so it is a distance vector. Distance vector is more likely to use a hop count, not bandwidth, delay, interface cost, or path attributes. We're talking now about distance vector. So distance vector uses hop count as the metric for finding loop-free paths, okay, the best loop-free paths. So it is based not on distance, but not on speed. It is based on hop count, okay, hop count. Distance vector protocols such as RIP only uses the hop count to select the best path, okay, the distance vector protocol. A link state routing protocol finds the best loop free by using, okay, now we are talking about a link state routing protocol, and be careful, we have already said that the others are wrong, but interface cost is a good thing for a link state protocol, okay, because it uses link speeds and costs for the interfaces. This is the correct answer here, okay. Question. Link state routing protocols use the interface cost as the metric for shortest path first, that is the algorithm for the calculations of OSPF, for example, and ISIS as well. Okay. Number 6, question number 6. Router uses what as the first criterion for forwarding packets? A router uses what? Okay, what is the longest match, as it is saying here? You know that a network address has 32 bits, okay? And if you are looking for a /24 network and a /28 network, you're gonna look and you can see that there's a lot of bits switched to on and some bits switched to 0. And the longest match will be better for the router to decide where to forward this packet. So a /28 is longer than a /24, for example. So if the router has to decide between forwarding for /24 and a /28, it is going to decide by the /28 because it is the longest match. In this case, it is more specific, as it is saying here. Okay. So 6. Letter C. The Cisco SAF sorts all network prefixes from shortest match to longest match. For programming of the FIB, the path win the longest match is more explicit than a generic path, so it is better in this case. Question number 7. A router uses as the second criterion for forwarding packets what? Because if it is not the longest match, because we used in the previous question, now what is going to be the second criterion? Okay, of course, the administrative distance, because if you have, for example, two protocols with the same network address for we to forward, but we have to untie this. For we to untie this, we're gonna look to the administrative distance so you can decide for the better, okay, for choosing between different routes and between different protocols, for example, choosing between RIP and OSPF. I have the same network for both protocols. Which I'm going to use? Of course, I'm going to use OSPF because of the administrative distance of 110 that will beat the 120 of the RIP, for example. When two different routing protocols attempt to install the same route into the FIB, the route with the lowest AD is installed in the RIB, okay, into the RIB. So as I just said, OSPF is 110, RIP is 120, so OSPF will beat RIB in this case, for example. Question number 8. The ability to install multiple paths from the same routing protocol with the same path metric into the RIB is known as the ability to install multiple paths. Okay, for you to install multiple paths from the same routing protocol, let's get an example as, for example, EIGRP. If you have multiple paths for the same destination with the same path metric in the RIB, you're going to install, no problem. This is called equal cost multipathing, and EIGRP can do this, and we will also study in I think in the next video about this. The equal cost and unequal cost for EIGRP is possible in this case. More than one equal cost path, same destination, so it is the same destination the paths with equal cost. If it is more than one, equal cost multipathing, it is possible, and it's called equal cost multipathing. It is possible. Equal cost multipath is the installation of multiple paths that are deemed the best path into the RIB when they come from the same routing protocol. Okay, this is important, the same routing protocol, because different routing protocols will not be in the same RIB. For example, they are going to choose just from one routing protocol. In this case, it is an equal cost multipathing with the same protocol. Okay. Number 9. Which static route should be used to avoid unintentional forwarding paths with an Ethernet link failure? Okay, what is the question here? You're going to configure some static route, but what is going to be this static route for to avoid, okay, to avoid unintentional forwarding paths? You have to configure a specific route. It is like this, a fully specified static route, as a floating route, as a secondary, as a backup, okay? You are using a dynamic routing protocol, but in case of one of these link failures, you're going to use this static route as a backup, okay? And this is better if it is a fully specified static route with the specified interface and exit and xhop, for example, like this, okay? Ethernet links should not use a directly attached static route, and the link failure could result in the resolution of the next hop IP address, resolving to an unintentional link. The fully specified static route ensures that the next hop is resolvable using only the specified interface. Okay, this is important. The next hop, the interface, this is going to be useful in case of a link failure. Virtual routing and forwarding. Virtual routing and forwarding, okay, VRF, is useful with, okay, what kind of addresses? Be careful with this question, because uh, as we are talking about routing, in this case we're not talking about MAC addresses, but if you choose just one of these, IPv4 and IPv6, you're going to commit a mistake here, because it is in this case both protocols, IP version 4 and version 6, okay? So you have to choose both of them. Don't choose just one of them, because you're going to make a mistake. So IP versions 4 and 6 in this case is used for virtual routing and forwarding with these addresses, these kinds of addresses, okay? So VRFs support multiple protocol, IPv4 and IPv6 addressing. Very good. So people, this is all for now. Hope you like this video and follow this series of videos. I'm going to continue. Okay, subscribe to the channel, like and share this video for you to get more content just like this. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you can receive updates of this channel. I think every Saturday you're going to receive a notification of a new video on this series of Ccnp Encor 350-401 with more questions and answer and a little comment. This is something that you're gonna find on the certification, official certification guide as well. Okay, so bye bye everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.